The bunker has the potential to make you hundreds of millions of dollars in Grand Theft Auto Online, and it's so easy to run. But it's also the only way that you can get some of the best upgrades in the game. Go into the laptop and we do research. So only with the bunker you can unlock these items. A lot of these guns, attachments to other vehicles, some liveries. But these ones are going to be some of the best upgrades that we have. Full metal jacket rounds, explosive rounds, armor piercing. These are the ones that you really want. Honestly, the explosive rounds, I think that's like the best item that you can unlock in the bunker upgrades. And probably proximity mines. Those are good for like selling vehicles. I think you can get on like your acid lab and the nightclub vehicles when you sell for those. These weapon upgrades can be really good too. So you have to do that by assigning the staff to research. Mine's maxed out, so I can't do it right now. I've got all the upgrades here, which I would do equipment first, then staff, and then I would do security last. Security, you don't really need unless you're in like CEO or an MC business a lot. That's how it'll be for most businesses. But for the bunker, as long as you're not registered as a CEO, then it can't get rated. So research is super necessary, but you really want to start making money in the bunker, and it's a great source of money. So we also have the ammunition dune loader here, which you can do these missions every 48 minutes, and it's an easy 50 grand. He'll give you a point. It's 3 miles away, and then we just have to drive there. 3 miles isn't that far. Sometimes they're like 6. So if you really want to save some time, call in your Iron Mule. And I mean, this is only worth it if you've got a long way to drive. If it's like 1 or 2 miles, that's not going to be that bad. We come over here, we press start on the map. It tells us which ammunition we're going to, so we can just mark it. Now you hop out of the truck, jump into the Iron Mule here, and you'll be able to pick up the ammunition truck and make the delivery that way. And then we can just fly straight over there. Then you don't have to worry about NPCs shooting you, and you don't have to worry about other players because you would only really do this in an invite-only lobby. But I guess this might be able to help if you're in a public lobby. It's gonna save you time for sure, depending on the distance that you have to drive. But that truck is so goddamn slow, and those NPCs always run into you. And for some reason, their aim is cracked when you're doing these missions. But yeah, it's an easy 50 grand that you can do every 48 minutes. It's just a nice bonus from the bunker. And we just set the truck down right there. Hop out of the helicopter. Normally, a lot of these locations where you're dropping off the truck, it will just be able to drop right on top of this yellow marker here. So boom, that's done. That took about 2 minutes, 50 grand, easy money. Now go online, go back to a new session. That'll bring us right back to the bunker. Okay, so where you make the real money is selling the stock, because like right now it says the value is 500,000, which I don't know where they get that number, because when I go into my laptop, both the numbers are higher than that. So we go in here, we go to sell stock, sell to Blaine County for 700,000, or sell to Los Santos for 1,050,000. Also, I want to mention that I have the Chumash location, which is right here. I feel like this is the best spot. It's kind of middle of the map, and it's like the closest to the city. So when you're selling to the city, you get more money, and it's a pretty close drive. I don't know if you guys think there's another location that you think is better, let me know. But Chumash, for the price, I think it's a great location. I think it's one of the best. Don't ever buy the Paleto Bay one. Paleto Forest Bunker is trash. It's garbage. It's a nightmare. Do not buy that one. So where we're gonna make the most money, because I mean, this business is 90% passive. All you have to do is sell, and you can make $1 million. We're gonna sell to Los Santos. It's gonna be over $1 million. And what you really want to get here is the 2 semi-trucks. So we got 4 of these buggies. This is the worst one. It's almost impossible to do with 4 people. So all you gotta do is quit. You can start, go back to invite-only session, and go back to the bunker. You'll get new vehicles. You lose a little bit on your stock. It's like less than 3% or something like that. Or it's probably exactly 3% because it's down 15,000 from 500. So it's 3% of your stock. Just go back into sell. Here we go. So we got them. These are the best ones you can get. And if you can find somebody to do these with you, if you join the Discord, there's plenty of people that are doing selling missions all the time that are willing to help. The semi-truck's the easiest one. You could probably even do this in a public lobby too if you wanted to. But this is going to get us about $1 million. And the semi-truck, this one is going to take 8 minutes maybe. And it's by far the easiest one to do. So right now we're just in an invite-only lobby. Probably what most people are going to do. If you are going to be in a public lobby, the global signal just went out after 60 seconds, so that time actually changed recently. They upped it up to 60 seconds. Go to your Securo Serve, CEO abilities, and then you can do Ghost Organization. And a lot of people say that it doesn't make you invisible on the map in public, and it does. I'm gonna make a video about it because I've got a second account that I can record. Once I set OBS up on it, what happens is when you are doing these cell missions, say you've got the semi like this and you do Ghost Organization, your location isn't shown on the map anymore. The only thing that is shown is the last location of your goods that you were selling right before you did Ghost Organization. So it'll literally look like You know how it's a red one? It's a red. This symbol is red on the map. Wherever you do that at, so you do it right here, you do Ghost Org right there, it'll stop right there and it'll look like you're right at that location. It doesn't move along with you. Yes, it's still on the map, but it's not where you're located. It's your last known location. So yes, Ghost Organization does work. I don't know why people say it doesn't. Okay, we've almost got this delivered. We're like 2 minutes in. Now we're gonna call in our oppressor. We'll get into the second truck here. This will be done super easy. And then we'll make about $1 million for 8 minutes of work and just restocking this periodically. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Perfect. Cool. I like how this happens every time I record this random bullshit. Perfect. So don't worry if you flip your semi-truck, you flip the Phantom Wedge. Please move, sir. You flip the trailer, it'll pop back up on all wheels. Okay. Okay, officer. It'll pop back up on the street, so there's a spot that you can just go pick it up again. Don't have to worry, the mission's not over. Unless it does fly into the water, then that's when you've got a problem. But otherwise, it's not that bad. Also, if you want to maximize the amount of time to the amount of money that you make with the bunker, I would recommend not even filling it. Like, don't do full stock. When you buy one thing of supplies for $75,000, and then that bar goes to stock, and I think it's about 1/5 of the stock level on that bar, that guarantees that you're only going to have one vehicle to sell because you don't have that much stock, right? So you can usually do those missions by yourself because it's only one vehicle. But you can immediately get a 50% bonus by selling in a public lobby if it's got over 20 players. It's like 2.5% per player. I want to say it's like $300,000 that you get for doing it, and you can do it every hour or so. So just fill up the supply bar one time. It fills up the stock 1/5 of the way. That only gives you one vehicle. You sell it a public lobby, which is easy to do, especially with this. You get the semi-truck, that's easy. Super easy. And then you make over $300,000 off of 2 minutes of work and mostly passive income. See, and just like that, you got $987,000. You can get over $1 million, and it's one of the best businesses in the game.